Welcome to the best of high school sports in Northern California. We are the B Prep Show.
And we're coming to you from festive and always fun Sleep Train Arena in Sacramento, home of the Kings and also home of the Northern California Regional Championships.
Welcome back for another edition of the B Prep Show. I'm Mike Finnerty, joined as always by Joe Davidson, the Sacramento Bee. And as we had mentioned, we are coming to you back from Sleep Train Arena once again. We were here 2 weeks ago for the section championships. We're here for the NorCal finals. We're ready, Joe. It was a fun weekend.
Well, you know, you have great energy after hours of being out here. We both do. We feel the passion, the energy of these championship moments. Hard place to play with the spaciousness and the depth of field. But these teams, the one thing, if they don't shoot great, you make up with it for great effort, and I thought everybody played really hard out here. They appreciate being out here. And DeMarcus Cousins, the Kings All-Star Center, was here. We'll talk a little bit more about him and how he got to meet a rising star from Sacramento and how it made both of their day.
Yes, but we not only have basketball on the show, we've got some baseball, we've got some softball, girls soccer. We catch up with Bishop O'Dowd's superstar in the hardwood, Ivan Rabb. We got all that. We're going to start off with our highlights. It's boys NorCal Championships. We'll lead off our highlights with the Division I game where the Wood Creek Timberwolves were matched up against the San Ramon Valley Wolves of Danville. Wood Creek senior Noah Blackwell focused and ready for this one. Late first quarter, it's Wood Creek freshman Jordan Brown putting the T-Wolves up 7-5. Both teams traded baskets throughout the second quarter to keep it close, but when Keith Smith beat the buzzer here, it would send San Ramon Valley to the break up by one at 18-17. To the fourth quarter now, Greg Pulaski throws it down for a 2-point Wolves advantage, and from there, San Ramon Valley would maintain the lead throughout the game. This three by Malcolm Thomas cut the lead to 45-42 with 42 seconds left, but San Ramon Valley seals it here as the Wolves take the D1 NorCal title 49-45 and move on to play Chino Hills in the state championship game this Friday from the Haas Pavilion out at Cal.
No shame for Wood Creek of Roseville to lose to San Ramon Valley. That's a team in Danville that won its first championship since 1992. That's a team much like Wood Creek that had to fight the long way to get back to the finals here. Lost in the section semifinal just like Wood Creek. Paul Hayes, great coach for Wood Creek. This team is going to be so good next year. Jordan Brown is a highlight machine for the next 3 years. How about that? Noah Blackwell bows out. Tough shooting night. Great leader. He's going to be a terrific boost, I think, for Long Beach State.
And kudos to also Malcolm Thomas. He kind of helped keep them in the game late. Almost had a chance at it, but came up short.
You know, it's interesting, real quick, a great moment off the floor. We were talking to Jordan Brown's parents after the game. We were talking to Jordan. Jordan was pretty good spirits. Well, let's go introduce you to DeMarcus Cousins, who was fabulous. And they talked and they chit-chatted, and he said, hey, keep up the good work. Be a good citizen, work on your grades. And what did young Jordan Brown said? Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. He's certainly a big fan of young Jordan Brown. He's also a big fan, DeMarcus is, of Ivan Rabb. We catch up to Ivan Rabb later. He's the All-American center for Bishop O'Dowd. Might be an NBA player. That's how good he is.
Yeah, well, let's get back to our highlights, Joe. We got more. How about Sac High taking on Archbishop Mitty? It's the Division II game now with the Sacramento Dragons and head coach Derek Swafford were looking to advance to a state final for the first time since 2008, taking on perennial state power, the Archbishop Mitty Monarchs of San Jose. Dragons grab an early 3-point lead here on this Andrew Williams jumper, but it would be Mitty that would finish the first up by one at 10-9. In the second quarter, Sac High would get back-to-back threes from Savon Hines to go up 18-12 with 2:45 left in the half. But Mitty would tie to 18-all as this game moved to the midway mark. Mitty came out in the third quarter looking aggressive and energized, grabbed the lead, and really took over for the rest of this game. A three by Mitty's Cameron Cord made it 37-28 early in the fourth and would eventually coast to a 54-40 win. The Monarchs will play La Mirada this Saturday for the Division II state title.
All right, another championship coach with the Dragons is Derek Swafford. We've been high on his game for a long time. He's just a great leader. Big pictures, everything. They're disappointed. Lost the section championship to Modesto Christian a couple weeks ago. Lost again to Mitty here, but they're all coming back. Only Stephen Matthews is graduating on the entire roster. But the Dragons will be back next year. It's a big-time program.
Yeah, they young and good is what they are. All right, we got another game to show you. We're going to keep this going. Bishop O'Dowd looking to get back to the state finals. We'll wrap up our boys highlights with the Open Division game, the premier showdown of the weekend. Even DeMarcus Cousins of the Sacramento Kings was in attendance for this game and others on the day. He would see Bishop O'Dowd, the Dragons, the country's top recruit, 6'11" senior Ivan Rabb, squaring off against the Modesto Christian Crusaders. To the action we go. Modesto Christian looking good in the first as Christian Ellis puts the Crusaders up by 6. But in the second quarter, O'Dowd began to pick it up. Harris Austin to Rabb. That's impressive. Moments later, you got Austin Walker to Isaiah Thomas. Dowd by 4 late in the half. And then Austin on the reverse layup. Bishop O'Dowd at 28-23 lead after 2 quarters of play. Second half now, and O'Dowd was just a little bit better on this day. The Dragons held a 6-point lead after the third before eventually putting this game away 56-47. Rabb finished with 18 points and 18 rebounds, and we'll talk more with him later in the show. Bishop O'Dowd will now get ready for Southern California powerhouse Mater Dei. Tip-off from Haas Pavilion at 8 p.m. on Saturday.
This is why these two teams are Open Division. The Open Division, just to refresh everybody, is for the elite of the elite. Folsom was in that mix as well. Monta Vista, El Cerrillo, just terrific teams. Ivan Rabb's a man. Paris Austin is a man. He's a shorter man, but he's the man. Modesto Christian is excellent, too. Great moment of sportsmanship after the game. Lou Ritchie, the longtime coach of Modesto Christian, he's an alumni of Bishop O'Dowd, I should say, and he has a nice hug and a good moment with his best friend, Richard Midgley of Modesto Christian. So they're players from yesteryear. So nice to see their sportsmanship, even though the losses are tough.
Yep. Well, we don't have highlights of this big win, but we got to give huge kudos to the Capital Christian Cougars, your Division IV NorCal champions. They, too, will be at Cal this weekend, Joe, and they're going to be playing for a state title. Great
win for Coach Devon Jones. Capital Christian beats St. Mary's of Albany 60-47.
Capital Christian, congratulations. That's all we can say, and we'll see you this weekend, like we said, at Cal in the big game. All right, Joe, we are just getting the show started. When we come back from the break, yes, we have your McClatchy Championship highlights. We also have baseball, softball, girls soccer. Later in the show, Ivan Rabb. Stick around.
This is your RAM Auto Update.
Just in, the classic term used car is old-fashioned, outdated, and no longer of any particular relevance. Let's party. The Roseville Auto Mall is throwing a massive factory-certified pre-owned sales event. That means incredible savings on just about every kind of car in the world. All factory certified. It's happening now. It's going fast. In layman terms, skedaddle. The Roseville Auto Mall, driven to be the best.
In 1952, we opened our first market in the Central Valley. 63 harvests have come and gone since then, but we're still here. Because here, roots matter, and not just the ones pulled from the ground, but the ones that keep us grounded, the ones that make sure we'll always stay that hardworking family that started a market for other hardworking families. Save Mart, roots matter.
We want to thank our title sponsor, Save Mart Supermarkets. Shop Save Mart up and down the Central Valley.
Welcome back to the very best of high school sports in Northern California. Big emphasis with our Sac Joaquin section teams. We are the B Prep Show. Boys basketball highlights in the first segment. We have Capital Christian playing for a state championship, and we have 2 girls teams playing for Division I NorCal honors. A lot of effort, a lot of energy in this one, too.
You know how important they are? We gave them their own segment. Get them away from the boys. We're going to start it off with our girls Division I championship. McClatchy taking on Oak Ridge. Girls hoops now in the only NorCal final that had 2 Sacramento-area teams going head-to-head. The Division I bracket's #1 seed, the McClatchy Lions, meeting up to take on the #2 Oak Ridge Trojans. Lions got out to a great start led by Gigi Garcia's early scoring inside. That would help get the Lions up to 11-3, but Oak Ridge reversed the momentum in the second quarter as Shelby Peters ties it 20-all with under 3 minutes left in the half. McClatchy center Destiny Lee was tough inside, and that would help send the Lions to the half up 27-26. Third quarter now, Christy Wong with the triple for a 1-point McClatchy lead, but Haley McCoy of Oak Ridge counters with a 3 of her own to put the Trojans up by 2. And to end the third quarter, it's Garcia here. That ties the game at 42 all, heading to the fourth. So here we go, final quarter. Jordan Cruz with a three-pointer. It's the Lions by 5. Garcia again. She powers her way to stay up by 5 with just over 3 minutes left. And down the stretch, McClatchy was just too strong as the Lions get it done and beat Oak Ridge 58-49. Cruz had 19 points, Garcia added 15 and 15, and Wong was a spark throughout. McClatchy is heading to the Division I state championship.
I'm just super excited. I can't even speak any words because I'm just so proud of our team. We worked so hard and we earned this.
I wouldn't have wanted to play with another team. I love this team. They're really my family. Like, I wouldn't trade them for anyone else.
All right, Mike, good stuff as always. Jordan Cruz was such an X factor in this game. Great highlights there. She's hitting all those long-range shots. When they played, these two teams played earlier this month in a Sacramento Kings section Division I semifinal in UOP. She went 0 for 11. Some shots missed completely, some rimmed out. Her hustle points helped them still win. She said, I feel so much better. It's nice to make these shots. But Jordan Cruz is a player. Gigi Garcia, we know that. Taking on, now going to the state championship for the very first time. We'll play Sarah of Gardena on Friday night at Cal. We'll be there. This is a winnable game for the McClatchy Lions. Not a lot of success. NorCal championships for regional teams. The only local team to ever win it. 1 in 7 lifetime. Oak Ridge Girls of El Dorado Hills, 2010. It can be done. I think it might happen.
Yeah, I think it might. And we got to give credit to some other Lions as well. Christy Wong. Destiny Lee, I thought, played well. Lauren Nubla, the credit goes all the way around for that team. They've been terrific all year long.
And the coach.
And the coach,
Maybe the
yes.
guest guard on that team is still the coach. Jessica Kunisaki, 2004 graduate, is a champion. She wasn't sure she wanted this job, didn't want to take over for her mentor, the legendary, the famed Harvard Tahara. He said, you're ready. She's ready.
All right, Joe, let's stay with hoops one more time. We're going to introduce you to the nation's #1 recruit. It's Ivan Rabb of Bishop O'Dowd as part of our school's financial credit union. Game On, Athlete of the Week.
Talk about the season and what kind of joy you've had.
We had a great time. We've been on so many trips, and these are my brothers right here, so we're going to try to do anything we can to finish the season all right for our seniors.
And all kinds of trips. Tell us where some of your trips have been this year.
We went to Springfield, Massachusetts, Missouri. We went to Hawaii. We went to LA. I mean, we've just been a lot of different places, and we've been tested. We're battle tested, and I think that's what helped us tonight.
You're a 6'10 guy, 6'11, but your best friend is a foot shorter in Paris Austin. Talk about your relationship, how long you guys known each other.
We've known each other since probably 2nd grade. I mean, we just had a good relationship. Our parents know each other. It's like family. I don't like to go in his house. He doesn't like to go in my house. And that's kind of how it's been. So it's only right if we finish it the right way.
DeMarcus Cousins of the Kings was here. You probably saw him. He's a big fan of yours. What'd you think of having him here?
It was definitely exciting for him being here. I wish I could have played a little bit better. But, I mean, we won. That's all that matters.
He said he'd love to see you in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah, coaches text me and they told me that. So.
Well, tell us a little bit about you off the floor. What kind of hobbies, what kind of interests do you have outside of basketball?
I think I'm just like a normal kid. I like to laugh. I like to go to the movies. I just like to hang out with friends, and I don't like to talk about basketball all the time. I like to talk about other things, and just get my mind off of a lot of the recruiting and the basketball stuff. And the friends who really try to get me away from that, those are the ones I appreciate the most.
Do you put pressure on yourself to win this last game for this program?
Oh yeah, no question. I mean, I know it's not all on me, but I'm definitely a big part of the team. So I have to make sure I come out and play better than I did tonight on both offense and defense, and do everything I can to help my team win.
Real quick, how has the Bishop O'Dowd experience been for you over the years? Everything school, athletics?
It's been great. They definitely supported me. When I wasn't doing so well in school, they definitely helped me. I got all the tutoring that I need, and now I'm doing pretty well, and I'm helping other people. So that's what it's all about, is just taking what I learned and helping other people.
All right, how about Ivan Rabb? Not only a great player, shot blocker, big-time national recruit. DeMarcus Cousins wants him to go to Kentucky, of course. He may go to Cal, right there in the neighborhood. He'll be playing at Cal this weekend in the state Open Division Championship against Mater Dei, the longtime powerhouse. It's a rematch from last year, won by Mater Dei. Wouldn't that be great for Northern California, because Southern California dominates this. But I like his attitude. Off the court, he doesn't like to talk basketball. He wants to be a normal kid. He's normal in a way, but he's 6'11", abnormal.
Yeah, I was kind of watching the interview, and I want to see if you could maybe post him up. Boy, you sure look short against him.
I would have to spin and beg for a foul.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Joe, let's put a big wrap on hoops as we head into the state championships this weekend. I'll let you do this. How about this? Give me your overall thought on the boys' side.
Well, Bishop O'Dowd really is carrying the torch for all of Northern California, and the Southern California teams are just so monstrous, so strong in all sports. They win those schools down there with 5 times the population as the Northern California schools, they win most of the state championships and everything. And Bishop O'Dowd has a shot here. Is that to say that Northern California is not as good? There's just not as much competition and talent. So I think everybody is hitching their wagon now in Northern California, Sacramento Kings section, to Bishop O'Dowd, and the McClatchy girls as well. Oak Ridge girls lost to McClatchy. Oak Ridge said the whole section, all of Northern California, is pulling for McClatchy. Everybody starts to root for each other at this point. They all want to beat the Southern California team.
Yeah, and my thoughts as we look back, I think of the opportunities that could be here next year. I think of Jordan Brown for Wood Creek. Maybe he'll be here, on the floor. So
might be an open division player.
Oh, yeah. And then I think of Solomon Young, Christian Terrell of Sac High. They're going to be back here again. So I think for the boys, I think of more opportunities perhaps next year. For the girls' side, only one game to talk about, McClatchy and Oak Ridge. And I think of how well Oak Ridge battled this time around when it wasn't such a good game the last time. And credit to them. I thought they had a great year, but credit to McClatchy. They're going on.
I agree. And San Ramon Valley Boys Division I also expects to win a championship. It's going to be tough sledding because some of those teams are just so monstrous. But I agree. Well said on all of that. And the effort out here is always good. Excellent sportsmanship, too. Good job to understand that it's more than just you. You're representing your school and your region.
Yeah, everything without incident. Refs were great. Everything was great. All right, Joe, when we come back from the break, we do finally have our spring sports coverage. Baseball, softball, and girls soccer. Stick around.
There's a history you feel when you visit any of the Von Hausen automotive dealerships. You'll sense the quality of Mercedes-Benz, and you'll experience the low-pressure atmosphere that comes from 2 generations of family ownership. Mercedes-Benz of Sacramento, Mercedes-Benz of El Dorado Hills, and Mercedes-Benz of Rockland. 3 great reasons to drive one of the world's best automobiles. Come feel the difference or visit vonhausen.com.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, starting with Save Mart Supermarkets, where fresh comes first. Shop at Save Mart up and down the Central Valley. Schools Financial Credit Union, banking for everyone, value, convenience, and emerging technology. Von Hausen Automotive Group, celebrating 50 years with Mercedes-Benz. Stop dreaming and start driving. Roseville Auto Mall. If you're looking for a used car, go to the Roseville Auto Mall with over 6,000 vehicles to choose from. And Les Schwab Tires. Since 1952, we promise we'll get you more for your money.
Welcome back to the very best of high school sports in Northern California. We're in championship basketball season, coming to you from Sleep Train Arena. It's quiet now. It was raucous earlier for the Northern California champions. We got state championships this weekend.
Aren't you?
I am, and we'll be there at Cal. Might be a permanent fixture for the state championships in coming years. Cal's going to be a great raucous event. 10,000 people. It'll feel fabulous.
Joe, the weather's been great here in Sacramento, so that means spring sports time. And boy, I got a chance to get out and see a really good team right now. The Oak Ridge Trojans playing well. They're taking on Wood Creek, and we got your baseball highlights. We'll head up Highway 50 to El Dorado Hills, home of the Oak Ridge Trojans, who are looking to stay unbeaten on the season, hosting the Wood Creek Timberwolves for the 3rd and final game of the series. Well, it was Wood Creek getting on the board first. An early walk to Justin Watari and 2 pitches in the dirt would send Watari home for a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the 3rd now, Oak Ridge gets the offense going. Patrick Smith singles up the middle to score Logan Denholm from second. We're all tied at 1. In the meantime, Oak Ridge starter Ryan Sullivan was coming up big. He gets out of the 4th here with a strikeout. That would finish his day with 4 complete. To the 5th inning now, Tony Bollinger up for Oak Ridge, bases loaded. Watari can't make the play. In comes Denholm, and the Trojans grab the lead for the first time at 2-1. 6th inning now, more Oak Ridge. It's Tyson Solis with the hit. That'll bring home Chris Rapolo, and it's now 3-1 Oak Ridge. Jeff Cunningham, he came on to pitch the final 3 innings of this game, and he did so in shutout fashion as Oak Ridge takes it 3-1, improving to 7-0 overall and 3-0 in the Sierra Foothill League.
Tell you what, another close game, and that's kind of what we do. We grind really well, compete, and these close games they're going to pay off for us down the stretch. So
the thing is about this team is we trust each other, and that's a huge thing, and that's what's going to get us to the championship. And trust can go a long way. We back each other up and pick each other up when we're down.
We've got softball now for a Capital Valley Conference matchup between the Del Campo Cougars, who came in a game back of first place behind the undefeated Ponderosa Bruins, and the Bruins were at Del Campo on Thursday. 2nd inning action now, and Del Campo wasted no time. Virginia Robello singles to left. That is going to bring home Cheyenne Props, followed by Haley Dosher, and it's 2-0 Cougars. Still batting, Del Campo with 2 runners on. When this bunt goes to third, the throw to first is high. That'll bring home 2 more runs. And just like that, the Cougars have a 4-0 lead after 2 complete. That would be plenty of offense for Del Campo's sophomore pitching ace, Brooke Larson, who dominated this game throughout. Cougars tacked on a run in the 6th to make it 5-0, and then Larson closes it out as Del Campo knocks off Ponderosa, setting up a 3-way tie for first place between Ponderosa, Del Campo, and Casunas Oaks as we head into the week. Let's head out to Bartholomew Park, right next to the campus of Franklin High School in Oak Grove, where the undefeated Wildcats were playing host to the undefeated Davis Blue Devils. But Davis came in as the state's #1 ranked team and the #24 ranked team in the nation by top drawer. First half action, this shot on goal by Franklin hits the crossbar, no dice there. This time, some nice play in the net by Franklin keeper Jennifer Padilla, and we're still scoreless after 1 half of play. All right, second half, and here we go. Your lone goal of the match is Lolo Williams to Leah Kelly, and Kelly sends it in for the score. That proves to be the difference in this game as Franklin tops Davis 1-0 as the Wildcats improved to 8-0 on the season. Wildcats were happy about the win, and all the rankings talk was a bit of motivation.
All right, good job by Oak Ridge. Culture of success up there. Todd Melton is a big-time coach up there. And pitching, defense, hitting, leadership, class, poise. Oak Ridge Trojans have a championship flavor to them. And when you're talking about championship flavor, how about the Franklin Wildcats and girls soccer? Big win over those Davis Blue Devils.
Yeah, I talked to them afterward, and I said to them, was there any extra motivation on that Davis came in as the ranked team on the West Coast? And there was definitely a lot of that. And be mindful, though, that Franklin won the championship 2 years ago, and I think they have 4 or 5 Division I signees, so I really wasn't surprised to beat Davis, to be honest with you. All right, Joe, every week you and I like to honor 2 athletes. We're going to do it once again. It's our Von Hausen Stars of the Week. This week's Von Hausen Stars of the Week are Marcus Fowler of Capital Christian and Christy Wong of McClatchy. Fowler, a 6'3" junior forward for the Cougars, came off the bench in the Division IV NorCal title game against St. Mary's, and he scored 18 points, hauled in 14 rebounds, as Capital Christian moves on to the state championship game. As for Wong, the 5'4" junior guard for the Lions was a key factor in helping lead McClatchy to a win over Oak Ridge in the Division I NorCal State Final. Wong had 8 points, 2 rebounds, and she was a pest on defense.
A credit union is a not-for-profit member-owned financial institution. Can your bank say that? Demand more from your financial institution. Make the switch to Schools Financial Credit Union for low loan rates, state-of-the-art technology, making accounts accessible anytime, anywhere, and more ATMs than most major banks. Anyone who lives, works, or worships in Sacramento and its surrounding counties is eligible to join. Be part of the credit union difference and bank happily ever after with Schools.
We want to thank our title sponsor, Save Mart Supermarkets. Shop Save Mart up and down the Central Valley.
Welcome back to the very best of high school sports in Northern California. We are the B Prep Show. We're wrapping up Northern California regional championships right here. It's a little quiet now. It was much louder earlier, and it's going to be loud this weekend at Cal for the state championships with some local teams, Bay Area teams against the heavies, the monsters, the enemy, the foe from Southern California.
Yep. And many may not know that the state championships are 2 days. They're Friday and Saturday. McClatchy plays Friday. Capital Christian plays Saturday. We will be there for those, amongst others. So we're looking forward to that. I think we've covered all that.
And
thoroughly.
Tickets easy to get. Spring break is happening, so there's plenty of parking. CIFstate.org for tickets. It's a great show. You've got excellent athletes, guys going to college, guys maybe going to the NBA. The girls players are really good. You don't think the girls are good? Go get 4 of your buddies and try to take on the St. Mary's Rams.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Joe, we're here at Sleep Train Arena, and coincidentally, we're going to talk a little Sacramento Kings basketball. They like to be in the community. They like to do things for the community, and they're going to be honoring some athletes on the prep level.
That's very true. The Kings and the Kings Foundation with people like Scott Moak and the fine crew there on Tuesday of this week. During the Kings 76ers game, 3 Pete Sacco inaugural award winners to honor people who really embody sportsmanship, class, effort. We start with the Lifetime Achievement Award winner, a guy that we've always been a big fan of, Harvey Tahara of McClatchy. He's the retired teacher and coach for the basketball program for that longtime superpower in the Sacramento City Unified School District. He's the best coach I've seen in high school basketball ever. Great class, charisma. He's so famed and revered that the McClatchy floor bears the name of he and his wife, Janice, and he's humble. He's a little embarrassed about this award. He's also the one who hired Jessica Kunasaki, who is now coaching McClatchy Lions in the state championship game. So great Pete Sacco award winner there.
Just a nice guy, and everyone loves Harvey. There's no debating that. You liked Harvey, period.
Oh, very much, but he was a fierce competitor.
Yeah,
he would ride you. All right, and then a team award, team involvement in the community. Coach Nate Rankin and the Rodriguez High School team in Fairfield, very involved on campus, peer counselors, also doing camps and clinics, including for kids in Haiti and also helping feed the needy. So Nate Rankin and Rodriguez High School in Fairfield, kudos to that. And the Scholar Athlete winner, somebody you know well, a volleyball standout who's going to keep playing well in college.
Michaela Nichetti of El Camino, what a year she had, Joe. Our B All-Metro Player of the Year. She's going to the University of Portland, and what a talent she has. You know, when we talked about this at the beginning of the volleyball season, we said Michaela, she's a power hitter. She's a multi-section champion. What hasn't she done on the court? And she does it all in the school as well. Great student. So congratulations really to all of them. Michaela Nichetti, Harvey Tahara,
and Nate Rankin, and the basketball team from Rodriguez High School, and Michaela Nichetti, 4.33 GPA, which we couldn't do in our best dreams. Going to the University of Portland, she's very humbled by this, a little embarrassed, but she's a champion. She deserves it. And also involved on campus and teaches and coaches youth swimmers at Arden Hills. That's a challenge. And she's got the temperament to do that. So congratulations to all, and kudos to the Kings and the Kings Foundation for reaching out.
Whew. I think that officially ends our weekend. What do you think?
I think we're cooked.
I think we are cooked. All right, folks, you want to catch the show, you just do so. Every Tuesday, it's on Comcast Sportsnet California, 4:30. It airs on Wednesdays, Thursdays, sometimes Fridays, sometimes Saturdays. But if you miss it on TV, where do they go?
Every Friday, SACB.com, where we have just a full menu of stories, photo galleries, old shows, just everything, because we appreciate and value the greatness of high school sports.
And as a final reminder, next week we will have state championship basketball, all your highlights. We're going to have more baseball, softball, girls soccer. We got it all. It's a busy time of year. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.